Hey, I'm Howard Chewy, and here's my Sony Ericsson X10 unboxing. Let's check it out. Here's the phone. Here's the headphones. Here's the microphone in case you want to use your own headphones. Micro USB for charging and syncing. Here's the charger. Some manuals. Battery. Now on the back we have a micro SD card slot and SIM card slot. Let's pop the battery in. The X10 will ship with a 16 gigabyte micro SDHC card. Alright, here it is. The X10 has a 4-inch 854 by 480 display. Here's the camera button, volume buttons. Nothing much on this side. On top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, power, and this is a micro USB slot. This is the lanyard connector. There's 3 menu buttons on the bottom. Here's the home screen. The X10 is powered by a 1 GHz Snapdragon processor and runs on Android 1.6. There should be an update before the end of the year. It also comes with Moxier, along with Sony Ericsson's Timescape and Mediascape applications. The Shop and My Account apps are Rogers programs that are preloaded. You also get the Google stuff. Alright, let's compare the X10 with some competitors. iPhone 3GS, Storm 2, Nexus One, Motorola Milestone, Bold 9700, Nokia N97. Compared to the Nexus One, they're actually about the same size, although the Nexus One is more rounded. They both have a 1 GHz Snapdragon. The Nexus One has a shorter screen. They're about the same width. It's kind of hard to see here. The X10 has a few extra pixels, and they're more or less the same thickness, though the Nexus One, actually I find the X10 fits in your hand better. The Nexus One is a little too rounded. Here's the N97, narrower, thicker, and it's about the same length. Of course, the N97 has a slide-out keyboard and a much slower processor. Here's the Milestone. They're actually about the same length, same width. The Milestone, of course, has a slide-out keyboard. Here's the Bold 9700, not a touchscreen device. Shorter, same width, more or less the same thickness. And here's the Storm 2. Same width, shorter, and it's just a tiny bit thicker. And let's not forget the iPhone 3GS. They're about the same size. Both fit in your hand nicely. Anyways, I'll have a review for the X10 in a few days, so check back then. Thanks for watching.